Hello everyone. Hope you all are fine and taking care of yourselves. Welcome back to the English second Mulberry classes of class 5. So student, in the previous video we have just completed explanation of lesson number 3, Ashraf invention. So as you all remember that this is a story about a little boy whose name is Ashraf and who loves to do new experiments as well as inventions. In this chapter also, if you will remember, he has done an experiment of making a flying saucer, right? And he just showed his experiment to his friends Eugene and Segan. Okay, I hope you all have remembered the story of the chapter. So now I'm going to start with the book work in this video. And in previous video I have given you homework. I have just given you word meaning to note down in your fair notebook. And the work which I have given you is this one also, which is on page number 47. So in this, what you have to do, you have to use this tree graphic organizer to describe the Ashraf's brain. I hope you all have done this homework, but one more time just check down the homework. So the table for snacks, what does Ashraf use? A pair of round hats, right? The seats, mom's favorite purple cushion, right? Ashraf find mom's favorite purple cushion to make the seats. Now the large wings for plane, the plane wings were large wide wings, and the body of the plane was a strong brown body, right? So student, you all have done this work. Yes, very good. I hope you all have done this work in homework. Now this reference to context section and read, reflect and write. This I'll give you in the next video. Today I'm just giving you the book work. So turn your page everyone and open page number 48. So we'll start with this word wall. Word wall. So sky words. So you have to read this sentence. Energy from the sun is called solar energy. So sun is noun and solar is an adjective. Right, sun is noun and solar is an adjective. So first of all, let me clear you with noun. Noun is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. And in adjective, an adjective is a word that adds some things to the meaning of a noun. So you have to fill in the blanks with the adjective formed from the nouns given below. So here some of the nouns are given. So with these nouns, whatever the adjectives will form, you have to fill here in your book. So number A, it's being fun with people who have a cheerful and dash nature. So the noun will be sun and the adjective will be sunny. Okay. Now number B, what a lovely, B, during a dash eclipse, the earth's shadow fall on the moon. So the noun will be moon and the adjective lunar. Now number third, what a lovely dash night it is, the perfect night for stargazing. So the noun will be star and the adjective will be starry. Number D, this is such an dash room isn't stuffy at all. So the noun is air and the adjective will be airy. Now number E, on dash days like these, the washing flaps as if it is going to fly off the clothesline. So the noun will be wind and the adjective will be windy. So student, you all have to do this work in your book. Okay. Now the next one, analogies. An analogy is a comparison between two things that have something in common. Okay, in analogy, there is a comparison between two things which they are have in common. Learning about analogies help us in reading and building vocabulary. Okay. So this work is on page number 49. So in this, what you have to do, you have to read the pairs of the words given in each row. As you can see, rows are given and you have to read the pairs of words given in each box and think of the relationship between the pair of words in the board. Then from the three options given, circle the one that has the same relationship as the first pair of words. Two have been done for you. So this is very interesting work, student. In this, what you have to do, as you can see, the pair of words are given in each and every box. Right. Now what you have to notice, you have to just see this first word which is bold, like cold, hot. So you have to find out the relationship. So what is the relationship between cold and hot? This is the opposite one. So in the same way, you have to find out the relationships, all the words which are written in bold, and then you have to find out the correct pair of the word, and then you have to circle that. Number 1 and 2 is already been done for you. Just have a look. Cold and hot. So what is the relationship between cold and hot? These are the opposite words. So here you have to find out the same pair with opposite words. So tall and long, no, they have the same meaning. Tall means long. Short and small, no. So the correct opposite will be tall and short. Now here, lemon, sour. So what is the relationship here? Taste. So candy, bitter, no. Apple, red, no. Candy, sweet. Okay, now in the third one, there also the relationship is taste. So cake, sweet. So cakes are sweet in taste. Lemon, sweet, no. Chili, spicy, yes. So you have to circle this. Cakes, chocolate, no. Now, always, never. So here you have to find out the opposite one. So hurriedly, slowly, yes, this one is correct. Hurriedly, fast, no. Slowly, relaxed, no. Now here, help, assist. Both the meanings are same, so you have to find out the pair with same meaning. So cheerful, happy, this means the same. Small, big, no. Good, bad, no. Now bus, driver. So who drive a bus? Who drive a bus? Driver. So here, car, passenger, no. Plane, pilot, yes. Plane needs pilot. Okay. Now splendid, terrible. Disappointed, let down, shining, dull, trouble, confused. Here also you have to find out the opposite, just because the opposite of splendid is terrible. So shining and dull. Now leaf, tree. So trees have the leaf. So here pencil, eraser, no. Flower, bee, no. Petal, flower, yes. Flowers has petal. Now vehicle, bus. So bus is a vehicle. So stationary, pencil, yes, you will find out pencil on the stationery shop. So this is the correct one. Table, chair, no. Train tracks, no. Now sorry, apologize. They are having the same meaning. Sorry also means to say sorry, and apologize also. So here you have to find out the pair with the same meaning. So please, good, no. Please, thank you, no. Please, request, yes. Please means request. So in this way you have to circle in your book. Okay, and this is very simple work. I hope you all have understood this. Now next page. You have to fill in the blanks with the most suitable form of the verbs given in the brackets, and one has been done for you. First of all, let me clear you with a verb. So a verb shows the time of an action either in its base form or by changing its form. And the verb form that shows the time of actions are called tenses. I hope you all have just learned this work in your grammar book, past tense, present tense, future tense. Okay, so according to the correct verb, we will fill here in your book. So I'm going to start with this. Eugene reads a lot. So here the verb was given read, but what will be the correct? Reads. So in the same way you have to fill this. He dashed love, mystery and adventure books. Loves. His favorite book dash B, The Swiss Family Robinson, is. Sigan and Ashraf read a lot too. Read, it will remain same here. All three of them dash read right now in the school library are reading. Last year Eugene dash read over 50 adventure and mystery stories. Read. When it was time to cut the cake on his birthday, Eugene was not to be found. Everybody looked for him, was looking. Finally his mother find him. So the word will be found him. He was sit under a tree in the garden and reading, was sitting. Next week, Eugene, Sigan and Ashraf go to the public library in Lagos. Will be going. Ada dash drive them. Will drive. At this time next week, Sigan, Eugene, Ashraf and Ada drive to the city. Will be driving. Okay, so in the same way you have to fill in your book. Right, student? Now, exercise number 2. Rewrite these sentences using not correctly. So, in every sentence, not word is given. So, you have to use the word not in a correct way, and you may have to make some other changes in the sentences as well. So, if any other changes are required, so we have to make other changes as well. So you all have to write down this work in your fair notebook. As you can see, here is you cannot write down here. The place is not sufficient for writing. So you can do this work in your fair notebook. So I'm just reading one by one for you. Maria does swim not every day. I have just written the answers here. Maria does not swim every day. Okay. Now number B. My grandmother not is working right now. So it will be my grandmother is not working right now. Number C. Malcolm ate not all the cookies. So Malcolm did not eat the cookies. Number D. The students not went on a field trip. The student did not go on a field trip. Number E. He not was wasting his time. So it will be he was not wasting his time. So what all of you have noticed in this? That we have just used the word not in the proper and correct sequence. Okay. And the changes whatever we need to do, we have done that also. Now we will start with exercise number 3. In exercise number 3, what you all have to do? You have to write a question for each of these answers. One has been done for you. So here as you can see, the answers has been given and you have to write down one question for each. Number 1, this is already given in your book. Yes, they play every day. So what will be the question for this? Do they play every day? In the same way, you all have to make the questions for each of the sentence. So I'm reading one by one for you. Yes, they play every day. Do they play every day? This is already given in your book. Now number B. Yes, she's driving the tractor. So what will be the question? Is she driving the tractor? Number C. Yes, they will be planting saplings. So what will be the question? Will they be planting saplings? Number D. No, the students don't waste water. So the question will be, do the students waste water? Number E. No, the children will not watch the television. So what will be the question? Will the children watch the television? Student, you have to keep one thing in your mind. Whenever you are making question, you have to put interrogation mark or interrogative mark at the end of each every sentence. Okay. So you all have to put interrogation mark at the end of every sentence. Okay. So this work also you have to do in your notebook, as the space which is provided in your book is not enough. So you have to do this work in your fair notebook. Now next page, we'll start with page number 52. Here it is, irregular verbs. What are irregular verbs? With a regular verb, you add d or ed to form a past or past participle verb. Irregular verbs do not follow the regular pattern, but there are some similarities with the irregular verb. So here in number 4, what you have to do, in each group in the table below, cross out the row that is not completely correct. So rows are given, so you have to cross out the rows which are not completely correct. Group types, base form, simple past and past participle. So in group number 1, all three forms are the same. Like base form, cut, put, shut, get. Now in simple past, cut, put, shut, get. So here you have to cut down get and you have to note down got. Now past participle, cut, put, shut, get. Here also you have to cut get and you have to note down got. Now in group 2, simple past and past participle forms are the same. Lose meat by teach, simple past. Lost met by taught. Lost met bit. This bit will be cut and you have to write bitten, B-I-T-T-E-N. Now taught. Now number 3, in group number 3, all three forms are different. So in base form, build, drive, choose, wake. Here builded. You have to cut builded and you have to note down built. Built. Drove, chose, woke. Built, driven, chosen, woken. Okay. So you have to do this work in the same way as I have done in my book. Okay, student. Now, EV words, spelling. Read these sentences. So please read these sentences with me. Ada drove the bus to school. Ashraf gave his friends a surprise on Monday morning. So in English words that ends with the sound V, as in drove and gave, as you can see in the word drove and gave. Just give me a second. Drove, gave. So it ends with the sound V and always have the letter E after the letter V. So in drove also you can notice that after the letter V they have E. So the letter E always follows V at the end of the word unless the word is an abbreviation, an acronym or a name. Like example in your book is given save, stove, have. Okay. So come up with 5 other words that end in the V sound and end with the letters VE. Write them down in the blanks given below. So here, as you can notice at the end, some space is given. So you have to write down the 5 words that end with VE sound. Okay, so number 1 word is alive, ALIVE, alive here. Number 2, hive, HIVE, hive. Then number 3, mangrove. Number 4, pave. And number 5, cave. Okay, so I hope you all have understood the work. So you all need to complete your book work, student. Okay, so this was all about the today's work, and I hope each and everything is clearly understood by you all. Now what is homework for you? You all have to learn lesson number 1, question answers, and book work as well. As you all know that in your first unit test we are going to cover lesson number 1 and 2, and your first unit tests are very near, so you all have to keep learning and practice for reading as well, as practice makes a man perfect. Okay, now in the next video we'll meet again with question answer section. Till then, all of you stay home, stay safe and take care.